All right, so today I'm continuing with the Chikaming open lands. I'm trying to work on this big block of preserves that are between Elm Valley and Warren Woods Road. So the plan is to kind of just start at the western end and then work back to the east. So I think I'm going to start out with the Leonard Preserve. I can't remember the full name of it, but I'll start there and then go to the Merritt family and Younger Family Preserve, and then I'll keep going east from there. So let's head out. All right, so I'm at the Leonard Wildlife Preserve now. So this is the first one between Elm Valley and Warren Woods, north of the Three Oaks area. There's a block of them. So I'm gonna start at this one and go eastward from there. So this one's a little bit different because there are two entrances. Not a lot of them have two entrances. This one actually has the parking lot here, which is where I'm at, but there is another trailhead along Warren Woods Road there, but that's mostly for just hiking around. Depending on what it looks like over there, I might go up a little bit, but I'm probably just gonna do this loop here. So we'll see. Always clean your boots off. It's very important. You never know how many seeds you might be carrying on your boots. The beginning of this trail goes along this agricultural field here, so it's not the most picturesque that I've seen, but it's probably nice and quiet once the corn is growing here. Or they might be planting beans this year, I don't know. You can see some pretty big trees over in the woods over there. So that's nice, I like that. Now that I think about it, this would probably be a really nice trail to go on in the fall because you've got all this open foliage you see. There's a hawk flying over there. But yeah, you're not just under the canopy like most of the trails. You actually get to see the tree line. So you'd get to see a lot more of the colors of the leaves. I decided I am gonna do that little split off that goes to the walk-in trailhead. This area, they didn't, it's still muddy, but they didn't send the skid steer down here. The other day I tried coming here, but they had a whole bunch of equipment out and they must have been clearing the rest of the trail, but they didn't do this section, so I might as well see what it's like. It's a bit narrower and the woods are a little bit denser. There are some really big trees in this section. There's like 5 of them. They're a lot bigger than most of the other trees that you see in our neck of the woods. Oh, this one's dead though. He's just leaning that way. This is where the northern end spits out, just right along Warren Woods Road here. No parking spaces, so that's why it's only a hike in. But I'll head back then and do the rest of the ravine loop. The trail's pretty wide here, but it is really muddy. They don't have a gravel base layer, so be careful of that if you ever come here. And this has been any rain or snow melt recently, because most of this trail has had some level of mud to it. All right, so I'm at the Merritt Family and Younger Family Preserve. I'm starting out at this eastern end here. I think I'm just gonna take the big long loop around and come right back. As you can see, it's right next to 94. It's over that way. You can hear it a little bit, but it's definitely not too obtrusive. So, snow's melted a bit. Hopefully it's not too muddy out there. Well, I guess I was wrong about the highway. It is right there. The woods deadened the sound a bit at the beginning, but right here, it's pretty close to it. And the trail itself is pretty muddy. I came after a bit of a thaw, so I'm not too surprised. Hopefully it at least looks a little bit nicer, closer to the ravine. It's a bunch of turkeys hiding over there. There they are, moving around a little bit. I think they'll be minding to themselves. Shouldn't have to worry about them. This preserve is all right. I feel like there's not a whole lot to look at. Most of the streams are just kind of culverts that have been dug out, draining away from the houses. Plus the highway's a little loud. You never get too far away from it. I'm already basically on my way back. I'm heading towards it again. Yeah, it's nice for walking around, but not really much of a nature preserve. This is one of the smaller ones, so can't expect too much from it. But it's still nice to walk around. Hopefully it's a little bit drier in the spring and summer. This area's not too bad, but there were definitely some spots where I was slipping and sliding on mud. So keep that in mind if you ever head out here in wet times. Yeah. Just found this pond here. I don't know if it's artificial or not. There's a drain put in there, but it's way above the ravine down there. Still pretty iced over too. Sure as hell not gonna walk on it though. Well, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. I liked the Leonard Preserve. The scenery was a lot nicer, and the trail itself was more interesting. I just wish it wasn't quite as muddy. I wish they had put down some gravel to make it a bit more stable. But other than that, I thought it was a really nice trail. The Merritt and younger family preserves, they were okay, but it just felt like there wasn't a lot to look at. Plus the highway was really close, so it was really loud. But other than that, go check them out for yourselves. I hope you guys enjoy them. Of course, it'll be nicer once everything dries up and the trees start to come into bloom again. But other than that, I'll see you next time.